What? Are we doing it? Okay. Okay, my name is Sandra Stu. I was introduced to Miles of Help Through Christ with Naomi. When I met Naomi, I was on drugs very bad. And I'm married to my husband, who was also on drugs very bad. We were pretty much in the street. We just got kicked out of the coalition because he had a warrant. And Naomi was an absolute godsend and helped us get into a hotel. And after that, my husband went to jail, and I was on my own. And I didn't realize just how much Naomi would be a part of my life and change my life. I am now off of drugs, and it's an amazing feeling. And God has me working side by side with Miss Naomi, feeding the homeless, doing for people, and I've never felt so alive and happy. Before, I felt that everybody would be happier without me, and I shouldn't be here. And now I know I'm supposed to be here, and I know I'm supposed to be helping people, and it's an amazing feeling. And if it wasn't for my Naomi, I wouldn't have met certain people that I have, and I wouldn't have been able to speak in tongues for the first time today. And that is the best high you could ever have. No drug can do that for you, and it's an absolutely amazing feeling, and I just can't get over how good you feel. And I know that I'm going to stay on this path, and I'm going to go places, and I'm going to do God's will, and God's going to bless me and those around me, and it's just going to keep going.
Question. You said when we were serving the homeless on Saturday, you told someone how to get bonded.
Yes.
Does that mean you went through the bonding process as well?
Yes.
When did you get bonded?
It was about 6 months ago.
Okay. And you said something about you have a job lined up?
Yes. Thursday I go to orientation, and then after that we start, I think, a few days later.
Okay.
So,
what are your plans after that?
Right, to get my own place, of course. And as soon as I get my own place, I'll have my kids back.
How many kids do you have?
3.
How did you lose them?
I didn't lose them. I did the, I guess, adult thing or the right thing, and I had my ex-husband take them before they got taken away because of my addiction.
Okay. Once he has custody of them for a while, you are aware that it's going to be a challenge that you're going to have to be strong in.
Well, he only has temporary custody. I signed I notarized a piece of paper that it would be for until a time I specify.
Okay.
So as soon as I get on my feet, I have my own place, he's more than willing. He does not want me to be away from my kids.
Okay, good.
So that's not going to be an issue, and I'm repairing my relationship with my kids. The worst thing that could have ever happened was my oldest walked in on me shooting up.
Wow, that's got to be hard.
It was the worst day of my life.
Well, thankfully, thank God that that's all behind you.
Yes.
And I'm glad that in the last 6 months you have experienced a different life.
I never thought I would be in this place after only 6 months. I see so many people, it takes them a year, 2 years, but with God, it can happen in 2-3 days. It can happen next month. It can happen next week. With God, it's amazing. And the feeling you get is even better.
Now, you said something while we were having dinner here that impressed me. And you looked up at God when you said it. What was that? If you feel like sharing it.
My husband's in jail, and he's been back and forth with the drugs, and I'm kind of nervous when he gets out because I'm afraid that he's going to go back to it again, and I can't go back to that life, and I can't have him bring me down again, and I can't have him pull me away from God, because I already know, and God's shown me if I go back and I end up on drugs again, I'm not going to be here.
So, getting back to Noemi and the ministry here, she has provided not only the guidance, but on top of that, she's also provided a lot of
Wisdom.
counseling.
Yes, yes.
So it's not where she just hands you a bag of food and a change of clothes and throws you to the street.
She gives you guidance and wisdom and strength and the courage to fight, to be a better person.
Done well in 6 months.
Yes.
Have you had thoughts of running out and going to go get your fix?
Yes. Yes, I have.
And how does it stop? How do you stop it?
I just start praying, or I start, I push myself into what we're doing, and because I already know if I start again, I'm not coming back. I won't come back. I already know that.
But you got a clear set path now.
Yes.
You want your place. You want your kids. You're going to be working. You're young. Have you considered also going back to school and things like that? Or has that not been a thought yet? Or, what is your relationship with your parents? Do your parents know you cleaned up?
My mom's the one that put me in jail, so
Well, with that comes
I haven't talked to my
forgiveness.
mom in 3 years. I have not spoken to my mom in 3 years.
But no parent wants that for their child. Does she know you're clean now?
Yes, but my mom is also a drug addict. So even people that I don't get along with and people that I do get along with, they all agree that that's a chapter that needs to be ended in my life and love her from a distance.
Well,
Because
I
of
think
all
you
the
can be an
controversy she
influence.
has.
When you're set
Right.
and you're sound, I think you can be an influence and show her that she can do it too.
I do, but that's one thing God's working on me with is forgiveness. Last night showed me I have not forgiven like I thought I have. So that's the hardest part right now is I thought I forgave, and things that occurred last night showed me, no, you have not. And God gave me a wake-up call last night with that one. So it was, I need to work on that one.
Well, one of the things that the Bible says is, if you can't forgive others, don't
Can't
expect
forgive
God
yourself.
to forgive you.
Yeah.
And we need God's forgiveness every day of our
We
lives.
do, and it's
comes
hard
a
to let
time.
go. It's hard to let go, but it comes.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I stay where I'm at and I keep doing what I'm doing.
And you're
That
doing
forgiveness
right.
will
That's
come.
good.
It will come.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten to a point where the person that I need to forgive, I can actually be civil with.
That's a big first step.
Yes, because normally every conversation, and then Naomi's been a witness to this, is an argument. Everything's a fight. And now I can actually speak with them, and they've come to church, and so it's getting there.
It's a process.
It's a step, step by step.
It's a process.
So
Well, I want to thank you for sharing your personal experience
actually,
with-
thank you.
with Noemi.
Because if
and
it wasn't
Mounds
for
Help in
all of you,
Christ.
I wouldn't be where I'm at. And God, of course.
We appreciate this not because we seek to glorify us, but we seek to glorify God and help other people through
Right.
that.
But at the same time, you need to know what is done, what people are going through, and what has happened in their life, so you know that your work is doing good and going somewhere, and it's not just for nothing.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.